Welcome back, everyone. This is Mike Brookman with the Radan guys, and today we're going to be taking a closer look at how to position a lead-in and or fix a lead-in to our parts. The first thing we're going to do to start off is we're going to draw a part. So I'm just going to give it a name like that. It's a really good name. I'm going to draw something really simple, but something that has some features so we can kind of play with it. Make that just a little bit bigger. I'm going to put some 1/2-inch holes in the corner. Yeah, like a 1/2 inch from the edge. I'm also then going to mirror this across. So with corner repeat selected, this is a great tool that Radan has. It gives you instructions as to what to do next. So indicate first corner, opposite corner, and then the feature. Now I've got some holes on all 4 corners of my part. I'm also going to draw just a real simple middle cutout, and to get this to be placed, I'm going to use this option here. Bisect point, we'll pick the 1/2 of that and the 1/2 of this, and I've got it placed in the center of my part. Perfect. Now that I have my part, I'm going to go to profiling. The prompt here to apply. Now, as you can see, I'm not doing this with smart order leads. It's really easy to see if you're programming or if you're applying tooling to your parts with smart order, because your holes, so a round feature, can only be populated at the 90s. So 0, 90, 180, or 270. And so since all of my holes are all facing the same direction, all of them at 0, I know that I'm not doing smart order leads, and that's okay. If that was something we wanted to correct right off the bat, we would simply just come into settings, go into advanced, turn smart order leads on, and I'll watch the difference of what happens to my lead-in features. They all get kind of moved around, trying to help predict the movability so I'm not traveling over something that's been previously cut, working its way over to the external lead-in. For now, I'm going to turn that back off, and we're going to see how we can manipulate that and maybe get that same result by doing it ourselves. So we'll close this. I'm going to come up here to, we always call this fly swatter in training, but it's cursor objects. Click on that. Go here to this little M that's on a stick. It's for the datum symbols. I'm going to choose L for L datum, which stands for lead-in. Then I'm going to place this in a position that I want it my approach to be instead of where it's presented now. So I'm going to put it one here. I'm also going to do one on this hole. I'm going to put it there. I'll just bring this back into full view. Reapply our tooling. And as you can see, our lead-ins jump to where those L datums, or that lead-in position, is positioned on the part. Another faster way to be able to do something like that, that's exactly the similar, would be to choose this guy, profile start and end. Come here to the last one with the lightning bolt, and then we can just grab where the base of that is, and we can just move it around where we want it to be. So even though I've already applied this, I can still move it to a new position. I can jump across. I just can't go into a position where my lead-in rules will no longer apply. So in this case, I'm leading into a straight edge. I can't lead into a corner because of the control that it has based off of the type of lead-in or approach that it is. But even the outside one, I can move. I can just jump it to any of the other edges. There. So we'll just kind of maneuver all of these around to be a little bit different. And once we're done with that, we can just click away and save our part, and now this will be fixed. One last thing I want to touch on before I run is if we did this in drafting. Notice if I go to delete, I'm deleting the tooling based off of the selection I've made here. This option here with the lightning bolt is for the automatic placement of all my lead-ins. So my L datums that I placed manually and or automatically by dragging them, I have to change my delete type to be able to do this. And now I'm back to basically a clean part, and I can tool it based off of my rules and styles. If I wanted this to be something that's more permanent, I can come to drafting. I'm going to do the same method. I'm going to apply an L datum. I always want my lead on this part to be right there. Come back into profiling. We'll apply the tool path. Notice my lead in is right here where my L is. And if I delete all of this again, go to delete the tooling, then I'll come back and try to delete this. I cannot delete it because it lives actually on the geometry of the part now. We'll say the profiling layer. But to get that to clean away again, come back in delete, window it, and she's gone. Back into my profiling, reapply my toolpath, and I'm back to my original way that I had from my rules and styles. A nice little tidbit of information. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. This has been Mike with the Radan guys. We'll see you next time.